it's live now. It just said we have a poor connection. I'll know in about 10 seconds if people start popping up. There we go. We're live. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry I'm a little late. The sun is coming in at a bad angle in the window, so what I had planned to do, I can't do. I can work the dog, but it's awkward because I had to change my stuff around a little bit, but I think I got it now. So what I was going to do today, hi Nadia, I'm going to do the things I'm working with Burrito anyway right now, and the kinds of things I'm working on, I'm trying to get him more upright and I'm trying to build up his rear and give him a little more strength, and I'd like just a little more uprightness, and I'd like his butt in just a little bit tighter. He varies a little between foraging and lagging, and he lags if he's just not in a good mood, so we're not going to address that here today. And he forges when he's in a good mood, but that's a matter of technique. So I'm going to show you how to use your hand position so that you keep him back where he belongs. Probably the most critical thing today is going to be the concept of rewarding for position. And what that means is the food should come in the place that reinforces what you're looking for. So for example, if you asked your dog to sit, you would want to reward the dog exactly where you'd actually want the dog's head to be. So that would be up high and close to your body if that's what you want. It's pretty common for people to say to me, my dog heels wide, and then when I watch them reward their dog, they bring their hand way out to where the dog's head is. And if I ask them why they feed the dog there, it's because that's where their dog is. But that's kind of having the dog train you. You give the dog the food where you want the dog. If the dog's not there, then that's really the dog's problem. The dog will quickly figure out how to become there and to be in the right place. So what we're gonna do, I'll start by just working him the way I've been working him, the kinds of things you're gonna see us doing. So let's see if we can see here all right. I hope so. Good enough. I want him on the carpet because I don't want him jumping on the floor. So I'm gonna try to make the carpet work for us. Notice that when I feed him, my hand holds the food either here or like this, under my thumb here or like this. And in both cases, notice that the angle of my hand is this way and down. If you turn it this way towards your dog, the butt will go all over. This direction of your hand should set the angle of the rear, okay? So that's actually important. Notice how close my hand is to my body. If I feed out there or have him jump out there, that's where he's going to be. I want him in here. He's small, but that's irrelevant. If he was a big dog, so if it was Lyra, I would have her right here. I'd come right down here, but that does not change. If you feed out there, your dog will forage. If you feed back there, your dog will lag. If you walk with your shoulders back, your dog will, well, technically your dog's not lagging, your dog's doing the correct thing, but you'll be unhappy. So regardless, just change your behavior. In front, I have some choices. What I'm doing with him right now is actually feeding him behind and high. The reason is, the stated point of this Facebook Live is to get more weight to the rear. So think about something. If the dog comes in front and I hand the dog a cookie here, if anything, most dogs will actually rock back slightly because you're putting the food in. So what I want is a reason to give him to slide his weight forward. And the best reason I can think of for a dog to lean forward is because the next thing they're gonna do is come up at an angle like this, up and forward, right? So I'm going to have him come up and through my legs here. That will get him leaning forward. And the way I'm going to get him to sit straight, let's say he sits crooked that way. That's very awkward. If I feed here, it's very hard for him to come around my leg. He can do it, but it's hard. So over time, he'll start to figure out that using this right here as a chute is going to serve him well. You can do this fine with any dog that's such a size that you can bring him through here. That will work fine. With Lyra, I do the same thing, but I would just rotate with her. So she leans and she stands, but she doesn't come up on her back legs. With the little one, I actually have him come up on his back legs. Another thing I'm working on, in heel position to prevent him from rocking backwards, I'm having him jump up and get the cookie right here. Sometimes I just have him touch. Now notice if I touch, he has to touch the inside. Again, the reason is the same. If you do this for your touch, your dog can be anywhere here and successfully touch your hand and you owe a cookie. But if you're like this and your dog must touch your palm, can you see how the dog can't have their butt out? It's not possible. If the dog's head is able to come in here, no matter the size of the dog, it would take a very unusual dog. Some dogs can do this, but it's rare, to have their head at that angle. Most dogs find it's easier just to straighten up their butt and come underneath. Another thing I'm working on with him, because he will anticipate direction of travel, is to make myself not anticipatable, if that's a word. So for example, it might be, let me think about it. What do I say? I say let's go with him. So let's go and we go backwards. Or let's go and we go sideways. Or let's go and we pivot. Or let's go and we actually go somewhere. We go forward. If your dog doesn't know which one you're going to pick, your dog will not anticipate because they have no idea what they're doing next. So you can just use that for any anticipation exercises. Now let's say your dog's a little pokey getting off the start, then you probably want to go forward at a fast pace so that they can anticipate, and now the anticipation is a positive quality to help your dog be successful. But he's beyond that. At this point, what I want is him unsure what I'm going to do so that he leans forward and up this way with his weight as far back as he can get it, because from that position he knows that he has the most flexibility to go any direction I want. So I'll just pull him out, do a little work with him. If he anticipates left, right, or through finishes, he does all of those errors, you'll see how I handle them. But he always goes to sleep every time I start talking. You ready? Want to work? Come here. I know your dumbbell's up there too, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. What a thoughtful guy. What a thoughtful guy bringing me your dumbbell. Thank you. Thank you very much. Huh? Oh, you're just a helpful little guy. You want to start with the dumbbell? Okay, we can do that. Burrito, in. So notice my hand is a target. Notice the angle of my hand. Get a cookie for him. Put it on the inside. Get it. Do you see how close my hand is to my body and how that structures him? Get it. Good boy. Now if I want to do a little pivot, in. Actually, I'm teaching him that. Well, since he's going to do it anyway, I'll just show you. Burrito, when he's up, okay, I turn. And do you see how, I don't think you can see from that angle. Let me move around. From here, you'll see it. I'm dropping food. Okay, up. Turn up in the air. I don't want his feet on me. That's it. Get it, get it, get it. I dropped it. Go get it. Down there somewhere. Did you find it? Did you find the cookie? Did you get the cookies? Okay. I don't know what happened to it. Burrito, in. Okay, ready? Up. Good. Do you see how that works his rear? Good boy, because once he's up in the air, he has to rotate. The trick is not letting his front feet come on me. Did you get it? Up, turn, release. Good boy. And then, good. Okay, good boy. I should say okay, not get it, but I screw that up a lot. In, anywhere in here. Okay, good boy. Now to further get him all the way in. Good dog. If you want to do it with the dumbbell, if your dog, well, this also helps with munching. Okay, good. Okay. I don't want his feet on me, so when I feed him, I'm turning him away. Get it. Good boy. Want to do that one again? You can do that one so much better. Want to do it again? Okay. When I'm teaching him, when you hold the dumbbell, get ready to come up. Okay. Okay. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. You want a cookie? That was not your best. That was not your best, but I'm going to let it go. It's not your fault. So I'm going to change my hand angle so he can't put his feet on me. Okay. Okay. Yes. Good boy. Get him off me. Good. One more. Okay. Okay. That's so good. That was just super. Yeah. Okay. Put that down. I don't want it right now. Ready? Burrito, come. Now watch. Get it. Okay. Good boy. Do you see how awkward it would be for him? Come. Okay. Good boy. So now let me put him off center on purpose. Let's see if I can do this. Good. Ready? Okay. Do you see how much more work that is? After a while, they don't want to work that hard, and they just straighten themselves out. Then I can do it as a drill. So come. Good. Okay. Ready? Good. Come. Come. Good. Okay. Good boy. So now I have a little drill with it. Ready? Come. Good. Around. Good boy. Okay. The click came as he started because that's a problem for us. He doesn't listen. He chooses his direction. The click marked the behavior I wanted. Going to the right. Around means around. Means go around me. The reward still comes in heel position. I can either give it to him in a sit there or when he comes up. It just depends. Either one would be fine. Ready? Come. Good. Round. Good boy. He still has to finish it. Okay. And then up he goes. Frito, come. If I want to go left, in. Good. He's slightly out. Notice he's just, okay. His front end was a little tiny bit that way, so I made sure I was extra close. Okay. Still straight up there. Okay. Okay. Good boy. Who's a super dog? Who's a super dog? Now for munching in the front, because I've had issues with that, what I do, he munches when I take the dumbbell. This won't work for all dogs, but it works for him. You ready? Ready? Okay, get it. Come. Good. Round. Okay. Good. Good job. Yeah. There was a little munch though, wasn't there? Yes, there was, because you're a bad dog, huh? Stay. Oh, look at my hand. That's all right. Round. Okay. Good boy. Now can you stay before? Want to try again? Stay. Cookie. Good. That reinforces the stay. I don't usually do that because I have more of a don't go problem than a stay problem. Good boy. Okay, get your dumbbell. Get it. Good. Through. Okay. That's a very useful finish through your legs because it motivates the dog to want to be straight, right? Come wide for the same reason that jumping up does. Come. Come, you can do better. Good. Through. Okay. Now he's a tiny dog. That gives me an advantage for heel position because my hand is straight down my side. If you have a big dog, that's a little more challenging. Eventually, you have to teach the dog not to come under your hand. So I don't have to do that with him, but eventually with a bigger dog, you do. Or you're going to have to move your hand to your side. Let's see, Brito, what else are you working on? Another one I've been doing to work the rear end to prevent anticipation and I can use it for crabbing is a wrap. Good. For this one, I cannot have food here. Okay, ready? Okay. You go, get your dog. No, you're not. You're thinking something else now. All right, ready? Around you all the way. Touch. Cookie. And then I give him his cookie. Okay, good boy. The reason that helps, he has to work his butt in. So, up. Okay, ready? He's confused between those two skills. Ready? Reverse. And I'm just now adding the word. Okay. Let me show you how I'm going to use that in healing. I don't have much room in here, but I'll try. Cookie. Good. If you want to use that in healing, what you're going to do, good. You're going to go forward. Oh, I can go all of 3 feet. Can you go back a little more? Good. Let's go. Reverse. Oh, that one didn't work. Let's try again. Let's try again. You tried. You tried. You did, but I don't have enough room. Come here. We can do it. Right? We can do it. Okay. Reverse. He goes his way. I go my way. Touch. So there you have another finish that you can use in healing that motivates your dog to keep their rear end in, which is what I'm looking for. That was good. Did you do all your things? Did you learn all the things? You did. You did learn all the things. I'm trying to think if that covers. Oh yeah, and then just in general, anytime you pull sideways, you're going to get the rear end. If you have problems with backing up, try going sideways and backwards. That usually fixes it. Burrito. Good. So if you go sideways, that works the rear. If you go backwards, that works the rear. And if you go on a pivot, those all work the rear. In. Touch. Cookie. Let's get you a cookie. Well done, you. All right, go get it. Let him run a little bit. I think that's all I want to say. I'm going to put him in his house, and then you guys can ask me any questions about that. Huh? Were you a good dog? Were you a good dog? Can you come? You can spit, too, if you can do it. Round. Good boy. Cookie. All right, let's go in your house. Well done. You go in your house. Will you go in your house? Good boy. You have a cookie to eat for consolation prize. All right. I'll give myself a mat to sit on just in case people have questions. I can see what you want to know. All right. All right. What do you mean something's not working? It says something's not working, so I don't know if you're here or not. All right, go ahead and ask, oh, Martha, I don't have a dog. Well, get a dog, and then you'll be able to play. You know what might be easier? Because I'm done. No, that's not easier. They don't make it easy to pull questions up because the scrolling, I can't tell if there's questions. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. Lisa Snyder, why am I healing on the right side? I'm actually not. The Facebook group, it's a mirror image, so he's on the left. It just looks like it to you. All right, do you have any questions? Why am I making him jump? To put the weight back on his rear. This is great. Courtney, you said, I love the ways to work with my dachshund to keep his weight back. The only thing I would say is because of the dog's long back, I would check with, I don't know who you would check with, but a veterinary type person or a fitness type person and make sure that that's safe for your dog. My dogs have short coupling, and so I don't really worry about it, but I just don't know if maybe that would be a lot of stress for your dog. The reason for having him jump is that there's no way to jump unless his weight is on the rear. And if the weight is on the rear, the dog is way more flexible and way more upright. If my dog is wrapping around my leg and heel, what exercise can I do to help him straighten? Like reverse but opposite, send him the other way. So instead of doing a reverse wrap, you would do a forward wrap, so the dog would go the other way. If your dog is a true like U shape, you're gonna have your work cut out for you. And there is something you can do, but it's too complicated for me to explain it in words. If I try to explain it, it will sound like I'm saying kick your dog, and that's not what I wanna say. So I don't think I should explain that one here. It's just a little complicated. How do I start to train the between the legs through finish? You could shape it. That would work great. It'd be actually a very easy thing to shape. So dog, you put your legs farther apart. Dog looks down, click, throw the cookie forward. Dog starts to walk through. I bet you could do that in one session. I learned it. I just put my hand behind and brought him through. Tanya, I cannot show the front for a big dog because Lyra's gimpy. I can use Reika. Oh. Well, I'll bring Reika in. I don't know how that's going to go because I don't work her anymore. And I'll show you what I do. So you'll get a dog that's like untrained. All right. Stay, Reika. You want to work? Yeah, I think I'll take the food off the table because I don't trust her as far as I can throw her these days. Because she's kind of a bad dog lately. You want to work? All right. Can you get in? Look at you. Look at you remembering. Who's a fine dog? See, okay. Can you see? Let's get in a little. There. Same idea though, except it's just a lot more push. That's it. Look at you. Reika's so good. Look at that girl. In. In. Keep on that mat, please. Nice. Okay, good girl. Now what she'll do, she'll keep her head up like this. Amanda, this is useful for you because that's actually what I want you teaching your dog, Amanda, is just to keep Robbie's head up like that. Reika, come. 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 That's it. Come. I'm not yelling at her. She just can't hear. So it occurs to me I should just talk louder. What I'm going to do with her is feed like that. I'm going to make a wall straight down where I want her to be, right? So let's say I'm going to move that way. Now I'm going to make my wall with the other hand where I want her to be. So here, come. She can't get that food unless she moves. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Yes, come on, all the way. You did food. If I want to go back the other way, bring your hand down, make your wall. Come on. She has no choice. Get to come in and straighten herself out. The direction your hand blocks is the direction of the butt. So let's say I want to pivot this way. It would be like this. Come. So she has no chance. If she wants the food, she has to straighten up. And if I go the other way, the food has to go in the other hand, right? Come. Here. Good girl. Look at you, Rika. Get that cookie. Get that cookie. And then give her the food. Well done. Well done. Good. Well done. You go, girl. Well done. Good girl. Okay, you go outside. Well, you can stand. It doesn't matter. All right. Good girl. Can you show the front? Yeah. How did you start that? I got that. See, I don't know if the questions are going up or down. Margaret, I'm not sure about the jumping up. My dog jumps and I'm trying to have all 4 feet on the ground. Yeah, so you have choices. You could put it on cue, or you could just decide you don't want to work on that. If a dog has a tendency and it's a strong one, I might avoid behaviors that are going to make it worse. So I guess I'd want to see how much jumping up your dog is doing, and if it actually does it when you're moving, because a lot of dogs only do it when you're holding a cookie, and there's no cookie in competition, so it doesn't actually matter. Yeah, you could use that reverse turn in freestyle. It would be kind of nice. It's easy, actually. All right. I think I got all the questions going. Oh, this is awkward. Awkward. Well, what I'm going to do is scroll up. For transition from fronts on with the platform to nothing, what I would do is practice the hand help so that your dog uses that position where you put the food like that when you're on the platform, and then when you remove the platform, your dog's still working on your hand, or you could even use, let me do it with Rika. You can even do it with both hands. Rika, come. Come. Good girl. Let's straighten you out. Come on. She's not only work if you hold a cookie. That's fine. All right. Come on. Yes, look at you. You can teach your dog, Marty. Put the cookie in your mouth or in your pocket. 2 hands. If the dog puts her nose between your hands, click, get a cookie, reward your dog. Good girl. Good girl. There. Yeah. All right, good dog. Good girl. Okay. Let's see if I've got more questions. So I went that way. So now we're going to scroll up. Oh. Okay, so I did show a front with a big dog. Do you reward while still healing or stop and reward? I mark when the dog is in the correct position, and then it depends on the dog when I reward. I will say after I reward, I end the healing until the dog is done chewing. So I don't expect the dog to keep their head up, chew, and heal. So I might mark what I like, give them the cookie, release them, and they'll come back when they're ready. She is a beautiful old girl. Pocket hand is awesome. You can do a lot of stuff with it. By the way, that's how I taught the reverse wrap. Pocket hand. Your dog sits too far away. How can I bring her in closer? Well, what I'd suggest, Vivian, is think about where the food is being delivered to the dog, because if a dog sits too far out and you offer it very close to your body, most dogs aren't terribly motivated to sit far away if they know the food's going to come closer. Some dogs, just like this girl, the older girl, she's pressure sensitive, and so it's actually hard to get her to come in close. But over time, actually, so is Burrito, working on it, the food only comes when they're close. Or like Reika, I'll have her go through my legs too. Want to do some more? Come here, good girl. Reika, come. All right, so first cookie, hand on body. There's a nice rule of thumb for you, okay? Hand on body. Good girl. Can you come? Nice, look at you. She remembers. So if I go through my legs, she's not motivated to be crooked, right? Okay, through. Bring her where you want her. Wrist on body. Look how close my wrist is to my body. So she's not motivated, good girl, to be out. Good girl. Good girl. Can you talk about placement? Do you mean reward placement? I've talked about it a fair amount. You may have joined late, so just kind of scroll back and you'll find it. I'm not done. I don't think I understand the question. Can you speak to recognizing weight shift other than when the dog is jumping up? I don't think that way. I hear what you're saying. I think I tend to look at the end result. Am I getting what I want? So if I have my dog jump up for cookies, like to me it's a logic issue. I know that a dog can't jump up off their front end. They can only jump up off their rear. So I ask them to jump up. I might be missing your question. So ask again because it'll come up down below. So how do you get your dog to be gentle with the treat? I didn't address that, Kate, but I can tell you how to do it. If you put the cookie under this finger like that, most dogs don't. When they come in, just release it. There is another way you can do it. Okay, so what you do, you take a cookie. So here's my doggy's mouth, right? You come in and you literally inject the cookie. I'll go sideways. When you feed the dog, you go like that and you put it in their mouth. So no matter how rough the dog is, they never bite me. Oh yeah, you saw that. Your eyes are fine when you want to see. Go get it, it's out there, good girl. That's how I do it, and that prevents it. If you do that enough, dogs stop biting you because they know the food is coming. Okay, all right, we good? Can you speak? I think I got them all. I'll give you a couple seconds just in case I missed something. Would you mark the non-chewing push of your hand? Oh, well, Kate, in my experience, marking negative behaviors doesn't work, especially about chewing on your hand because they want the food. So if you make them more frantic, it's going to get worse. So you're better off modifying your behavior so the dog gets in the dog's mouth fast enough, the food. I never have a cookie just sitting there. If it's there, they're allowed to eat it. I put it in their mouth. Don't lure with a cookie right in front of their nose that they can't have or you're asking for trouble. Okay, would I mark with the dog really close to my leg if they had a tendency to crowd your leg? No. Then I would pull their head out wide. Oh, look, you guys look happy. Everybody's good? You got your questions answered? Donna. Okay, so I understand now. I've seen references to wanting weight shift to the rear, and if I'm looking at my dog or a movement, I can't tell if the weight is on the front or the rear. You don't have to look for weight shift per se, you have to look at the dog. If the dog's head is very, very high, their weight has to be on the rear. There's no way a dog can have their head up high and not shift their weight back. If it's really important to you for some reason that I don't understand, videotape, and what you'll notice is that the dog is slightly sloped. So when dogs are very upright, usually the rear is slightly lower because they're putting it a little bit more underneath them. I don't even think about that. I just think, am I getting the picture I'm looking for? And doing a lot of pivots left and pulls to the right, all of that reinforces what I'm looking for. All right, CB, have a good time at the club. All right, great. So you're good? All right, so this is fun stuff for me. I love healing. Okay, I'll set you free. Bye.